Virgilio Falco, chairman of EDS, dear Thomas Kanieczki, Secretary General of EDS, dear Vladimir Nevorsky, President of Youth of Vomarodopomane, dear delegates, dear friends of Vomarodopomane, welcome to the beautiful Macedonia. As always, it is a true pleasure to have guests from the EPP family in our capital. I know that the weather may not have played exactly to the agenda, but I am confident that the Youth Forces Union have proven themselves as gracious hosts. Above all, I would like to thank the Konrad Adenauer Foundation as well as the Wilfried Martens Center for European Studies for their support. Their friendship has been truly valuable over the years. Dear delegates, Vomarodopomane is an internal part of the EPP family, and it is an honor to host the European Democrat students in Skopje for the second time in the last 2 years. This event provided an opportunity for you to discuss a variety of issues pertaining to dialogue within societies and, of course, the extraordinary role that EU accession has on nations such as Macedonia. Between 2006 and 2016, I led a government that was highly focused on EU integrations. During this period, we received several positive recommendations for opening accession negotiations by the European Commission. Sadly, because of the bilateral issue with our neighbor Greece, the process never began. Regardless, we were steadfast in our intention of joining the EU and viewed the process as a barrier of stability and prosperity for our nation and region. Of course, integration in the abstract sense means nothing if you do not create transformative change within your own society. For example, when we came into power in 2006, unemployment was a record high of about 38%. When we left government in 2017, it was about 22%. Still high, but much lower than in 2006. This is what I view as success when policies created change here and now. Our focus on transforming Macedonia's economy through attractive foreign direct investments, cutting administrative barriers and red tape, stimulating internal growth and benefits for young entrepreneurs brought concrete results. We created thousands of new jobs and shifted the way business was done, not only in our country, but in our region. As a result of such policies, we were rated as a top performer by the World Bank, and we made serious progress on the list of the Doing Business report, which once in a year is issued from the World Bank. In this sense, I would argue that you can only truly Europeanize your society if you make it one which is economically prosperous and successful. To create this type of stronger society, we also built new highways and roads, infrastructure, invested in well-trained medical staff and new hospitals, and opened new public universities and schools. Through hard work, innovations, and a spirit of never giving up on a good idea, we changed the way politics was done in Macedonia. A value which is installed in every young member of Vomarodopomane is that hard work always pays off in the long run. What saddens me today is the fact that the new socialist government of Macedonia, other than declarative commitments, has no substantial actions from the aspect of youth policies. It seems that Macedonians' youth is not their priority, considering that we have not seen continuity of establishing positive practices which are important for the young people. One of the first steps that they took was the abolishment of dispersed university programs which were established within different cities to make access to higher education easier and closer to younger generation. To date, no new students' housing is being built. There isn't any substantial investments in the field of education. Furthermore, we see no stimulation for youth entrepreneurship and innovations. It was always my view that the youth is a crucial partner in being creators and barriers of public politics. Today, in Macedonia, I can disappointingly conclude that this is not the case. Dear friends of Omaro Dopamane, being an individual and began his political career at a young age, I think that I have the right and obligation to give you at least a bit of advice. If you choose to pursue such a career, above all, always be honest and truthful in the promises that you make. In this sense, make sure that your promises are achievable and realistic. This is something that voters should always value. The ability of political leaders to do good is unlimited. Yet, how you act and react within this unlimited space is left up to all of you and your limitless imagination. Focus on issues that matter to citizens. Be open to their demands within what is feasible. East to west, north to south, the political status quo and landscape are ever changing. The values of our center-right ideology should be adhered to, but must also be modified to needs of the contemporary global citizen. Work together, share ideas, and create policies for stronger and inclusive Europe. Dear delegates, once again, I must reiterate that it is a pleasure to have you at our party headquarters. I wish you a productive council meeting and lots of success in any future endeavors you pursue. Above all, enjoy your time in Macedonia and make friendship that will last. Thank you very much.